Sometimes, a person with developmental disabilities might suddenly leave or wander away from safe places. This behavior is called elopement, and it can be dangerous for them and challenging for the people supporting them. If you're a direct support professional or DSP, you know how important it is to keep the people you help safe. So, understanding why and when someone might wander off is crucial. We want to help you be ready for these situations. By learning more, you can make sure that the people you're supporting stay safe. In this training, we'll talk about why elopement happens, the signs to watch for, and how to prevent it from happening. For people in the U.S. with developmental disabilities, elopement can be a very serious issue. Children with developmental disabilities are almost 4 times more likely to wander off than children who don't have disabilities. In 2022, there were 583 reports of missing people with disabilities in Ohio, the highest in over a decade. Running away can lead to dangerous and harmful outcomes. Injury. Elopement poses a significant risk of injury for people with developmental disabilities. They might accidentally step into traffic, fall in unfamiliar places, or end up in dangerous areas like construction sites or near pools or other bodies of water. Exposure. If someone wanders off during extreme weather conditions, such as intense heat, cold, or during a storm, they are at risk of health complications due to exposure. For instance, during cold weather, without proper clothing, they might be at risk for hypothermia. Similarly, in extreme heat, there's a risk of heat stroke. It's also essential to consider the duration they remain exposed. Staying out long without food, water, or shelter can also lead to harmful consequences. Interactions. When a person with a developmental disability elopes, they may encounter unfamiliar people or environments. Not everyone they meet may understand the person or respond with empathy. This puts the person at risk for potentially dangerous interactions with strangers who may exploit, harm, or misinterpret their intentions. Additionally, unfamiliar environments can be overwhelming. They may inadvertently trespass onto private properties, leading to confrontations. Or they might enter places where they're not equipped to handle the situation, such as busy marketplaces, leading to further distress or potential harm. Several risk factors contribute to elopement. These include specific diagnoses like autism spectrum disorder, intellectual disabilities, dementia, or personality disorders, which can impair the person's ability to recognize danger. Those who have difficulty understanding instructions or distinguishing between familiar people and strangers are also at risk. Stressful situations like transitions, new environments, and congested areas like theme parks are high risk factors. Another risk factor is when a person has a history of elopement. People with a history of running away are more likely to continue doing so. Why do people elope? Seeking something or someone. The person might be looking for something they want, like a favorite item or a person they miss. Avoiding something unpleasant. They might want to get away from loud noises, bright lights, or a situation they don't like. Exploration or curiosity. They might just want to explore new places or things. Reaction to an overwhelming situation. Crowded places or unfamiliar surroundings can cause distress. Seeking sensory input. Some people might look for specific sensations, like the feeling of running. Wanting personal space. The person might feel crowded or overwhelmed and need a moment alone, away from supervision or interaction. Know the signs. Recognizing the signs early is important in preventing elopement. Restlessness or agitation. One of the most noticeable signs that someone is considering running away is restlessness or agitation. They might seem uneasy, can't sit still, or show signs of being uncomfortable. Pointing or looking toward exits. If a person keeps pointing or looking at doors, gates, or other exits, this could be their nonverbal way of communicating a desire to leave or explore the outside environment. Trying to open doors or windows. It is especially concerning if a person is frequently trying to open doors or windows because it suggests that they are not just thinking about leaving but are actively trying to find a way outside. Other signs could include getting upset easily, packing their things, saying no to medicine or treatment, or expressing a desire to avoid certain places or situations. Build relationships and trust. Preventing elopement starts with person-centered principles and trauma-responsive strategies. Familiarize yourself with the person's triggers and preferences. What could cause the person distress or the desire to elope? Tools like functional analysis can be very useful in this regard. One effective strategy is suggesting doing something fun or active. For example, if someone is restless, you could ask if they'd like to exercise, play a game, or paint. If they are overwhelmed, consider solutions like noise-canceling headphones or moving to a quiet space. Offering choices and autonomy can often be the key. Communication is more than just words. Using visual aids, such as cue cards, picture stories, or images of safe places, can be more effective in certain situations. For example, picture cards can help people with developmental disabilities show you what they want or how they feel. Work with them to come up with ways they can ask for things or let you know when they're not feeling well, with or without words. Teach safety skills such as identifying signs, interacting with police, and understanding traffic safety. Team communication and the involvement of family, friends, and community support are essential. Police, firefighters, first responders, neighbors, and even local bus drivers can be invaluable allies in promoting a person's safety. Other ways to prevent elopement. Secure the environment. Consider installing sensors on doors or windows or other technological solutions as a preventative measure. Use alarms that make a sound when a door or window opens. Wearable devices. Special bracelets or watches with GPS or location tracking can help you find someone if they wander off. Stick to a schedule. Do things at the same time, every day, like meals or bedtime. Creating a routine can help people know what to expect. When things are predictable and regular, this may give people a sense of security and comfort. Exercise and sensory activities. The inclusion of daily sensory activities and exercise can help promote emotional and sensory regulation. Identify safe places. Work with the person to pinpoint safe locations they can go to if they feel the urge to run. If someone elopes, those at risk of elopement should be encouraged to carry identification every day. Teams should also have a safety plan in place with a recent photo, list of distinguishing characteristics, and a list of people to contact in case of elopement. Understanding and preventing elopement is essential for those working with people with developmental disabilities. By learning more about the people you support, recognizing their risk factors, implementing prevention strategies, creating safety plans, and involving community supports, we can create safer environments and enhance the overall well-being of those we support.